those opportunities, but at the same time, you want to play very sound and not allow those breakdowns in coverage, and you certainly don't want to have any mistakes on special teams.
Geno Smith still in the game. Jaguars bottle up the running back in the backfield and then can't bring him down. Finally, James Sample lays a shoulder into Dominique Williams, but not until a gain of, looks like a gain of 10. Williams comes out of the game. Yeah, he's hurt. Tried to get to the sidelines, but clearly he will.
Yeah, missed tackle by Peyton Thompson there. Oh, that was a shot, Sam.
And that was a little helmet to helmet contact with the shoulder that led, and you can see Williams on the sidelines being attended to. As he ran off the field, he went straight down on his face.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Dominique tonight.
Yeah,
rightly so.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you all are doing well and also have done well through this pandemic. We all know how tough it can be. What we see on television is traumatic. And for me, it inspired me to give this message tonight. It's sad because, Sankofa was one of those events that really brought us all together, and it was an enjoyable time and great energy in the room. But I also hope that with this event, it's reflected upon this virtual, conversation. What Sankofa means is to go back and get it, and that's what we aim to do in this moment right now, is to go back and realize some of those great key moments in our history that really built the foundation of our country and our culture. Real quick, my name is Dominique Williams. I am born and raised in Bridgeton, New Jersey. Played in the NFL for 3 years, and then went over to Canadian Football League. Played there for 2 years, and injury after injury led me to walk away from the game myself, just so that I was healthy enough to be the man I needed to be for my family, as a husband and a father. But enough about me. I want to start this off with a quote. It's actually from an old African proverb that says, "Smooth seas do not make skilled sailors," right? And what that quote means for me is adversity is an integral part in your life and in your story. And when I think about my story, it's the typical overcomer story, something that we often see in our history as well. And when I think about Sankofa and going back and fetching some of the key moments that embody, the true American dream, and it's about overcoming. We as African Americans and as a people had to overcome so much just to be where we are today. I honor them with everything that I do in my life, and especially one of those key moments is making it to the NFL. I often look at, those that laid the path before me, and Sankofa kind of reminds me of why I do what I do. And with this message, I want to start it off with this one word, and that word is overcome. With the pandemic, us being home and things being virtually, and it's such a scary moment. It forces us to have that fighting spirit and to also overcome those obstacles that are in our way and those challenging moments that deter us from doing what we need to do to be successful or to feel accomplished or to just simply be happy, right? But like I said, as a people, we found a way to overcome some of those trying moments. And I've seen many of people smile and be super, super creative with the little bit of resources that we have in terms of, physical interaction and kind of just, being the norm. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of people step out of the norm, such as this platform and what we're doing right now virtually. I hope that you can see that adversity is inevitable, right? And even though it's inevitable, you have to have a fighter spirit and that will to, see the adversity, recognize it, and have the courage to say, I'm I'm going to accomplish and I'm going to conquer this adversity that's in front of me. And what that entails and what that actually means is that word that I spoke about, and that's overcoming, right? When I was growing up in Bridgeton, you know, one of the major things that we didn't see is someone being extremely successful, coming back home and giving us what we needed to be successful. And those are the type of things that I've been trying to do. And that's one of the main reasons that I came back home and I'm now working in a school as a community and parent involvement specialist, and also working with the, you know, the athletes as a football coach, and just being a resource for them, right? Someone that they can go back and, you know, or come to and ask those questions that they need in order to be successful. You know, I may not be able to reach everyone, but if I get one, I've done my job. And that's what I've been trying to do consistently, is to just get one, because trying to get millions is exhausting. So I'm going to continue to have that overcomer spirit to help Bridgeton and to help anybody that comes into my life. So real quick, you know, how I got to the NFL, you know, I tore my ACL in college, and then, you know, after that rehab and being out for a full year, I had to overcome the negative mentality in my head, the people telling me I wasn't going to be enough, and me also thinking that I wasn't going to be enough. I had to overcome that, and 3 years later, you know, I went 3 years of having great years, and which eventually led to me going to the NFL as an undrafted free agent for the Minnesota Vikings. You know, even being there, I had injury after injury after injury. Then I found myself in Canada with the same thing. And I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping there, because I'm going to use that platform to help me gain the access to help others, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always overcoming something, and we're always going to have those adversities, like I said in the beginning, and it's up to us to overcome it. And don't be afraid of it. You know, I found myself in situations where I was afraid to keep going forward, but with what's going on in life today, you know, it brought me back to what Bridgeton taught me, and it taught me to have that fighting spirit as a bulldog. I know it's not easy. You know, it's easier said than done. Trust me, I've had my, you know, my spouts with depression and feeling inferior to, you know, the goals that I set out to accomplish. But, you know, it's those small conversations in your head and pep talks with yourself to truly push you into the right direction, right? To truly give you the up and up over, you know, that voice that may tell you that you're not good enough, that may tell you that it's not in your cards to be what you want to be. You know, I'm here to tell you that it's possible. You know, whatever you set your mind to, it's possible. But it's up to us to have that overcomer spirit to make it possible. All right? Overcoming is what you should think about whenever you're faced with a trouble. Before I end this message, I want to leave you with a stanza from one of my favorite poems, and it's entitled "See It Through." Real quick. When you're up against a trouble, meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin, set your shoulders, plant your feet and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge it, in spite of all that you can do, running from it will not save you, see it through. That's the true overcomer spirit in that poem. I hope that this message resonates with you all, or resonates with some. Feel free to reach out to me whenever you have a question, or whenever you just need some type of uplift or inspiration. My name is Dominique Williams, and I hope this event really inspires you all to go back and fetch history, to go back and realize how far we've come and how far we still have to go. Again, my name is Dominique Williams. Peace.
Into the defense here, and these are the guys
the bottom of the roster type of players.
All I got is it.
Tuck that ball though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He touched you right here, so he's going back to the huddle like.
When you breaking for extra yards,
Yeah. High impact.
grab your opposite ear, you know what I'm saying?
And the little hurdle there is the exclamation point on that game. Well, the defense has been doing a good job most of the night in stopping the run. Even though the score is lopsided, the score was dictated by the turnover that got the ball down there.